So, do you like to explore the wilderness or go on epic adventures with your car? Well, I just got back from exploring the wilderness, and as you can see, my Subaru Outback Wilderness is covered in dust. And not only on the outside, but inside as well. And especially the infotainment screen and ever so sensitive piano black center console. I mean, if you just look at it wrong, it'll make a scratch. So, how do we maintain it looking new? Well, I might have a solution for that. Hi everyone, and welcome to Chasing Adventures. And today I received a product from Screen Protech, and it came in just in time because, well, as you can see, my car is filthy and I was going to give it a good wash. Now for the exterior, there are a lot of things we could do to keep the car looking new. We can pressure wash it, clay bar it, give it a good buff, and maybe apply ceramic coat or just PPF the whole car. But what about the interior? Just look at how dusty my infotainment screen is. And I had to touch it, so I know I already made fine scratches on it. And if I were to just wipe off the dust, it'll make even more scratches, and eventually we'll have a hazy screen, which will drive me crazy. And as previously mentioned, the piano black center console, I don't understand why any car manufacturer will put that on cars, because as soon as you drive off the lot, you start seeing scratches. So to keep things looking new, or to make it look new again, this is where Screen Protech comes in. So let's see what's all included, and I'll show you how to apply the film. First, we have the spray bottle with solution already in it. So all we have to do is tap it off with warm water and a towel and a squeegee. And finally, the film set, which has the cutout for the infotainment screen, the instrument cluster, and the center console. And for my sample, they included optional insurance set in case I mess up. And if this is your first time, I recommend getting the optional insurance set. And you could get the film in either HD clear film, which I received, or anti-glare, which has satin or matte finish to the film to reduce glare. So let's prep the car and start the installation. Oh, and as you can see, I already covered the center console with carbon fiber vinyl, which was one of my first mod I did to the car because I knew I was going to get scratches on it. So I don't need to install this part, but the installation process will be the same for all. And to be clear, this film is not PPF, but it's specially designed for automotive electronics to give optimal clarity, and has a smooth finish so that your fingers will glide easily, and it'll help with the reducing fingerprints. Also, it'll cover up the existing scratches to make the surface look new again and keep it looking new. And anytime you lay a film, you don't want to apply it on a hot surface, so you should install this in a garage, under a shade, or like today where it's gloomy. And first, we're going to wipe off any existing dust. And I'm using this glass cleaner from Spray Away. And this is ammonia free, so you could use it on any surface. And just grab a clean microfiber towel. And you want to wipe off the sides too, because when you're applying the film, if there's any dust on the sides, it'll grab that as well. And I do have a magnetic cell phone holder here, so I need to remove this. And you want to clean the knob because it has cutouts to go on top of the knobs too. Okay, and I fill the bottle with the warm water. And so let's spray on the solution. And you want to wipe it off with the towel that's provided to you from Screen Protech. With one single move like this, to make sure you get all the dust. And when you're laying a film, preparation is the key. So you don't want any dust or visible dust on there. And next, what you want to do is you want to spray again. And grab your squeegee and squeegee the water out. And before you peel off the screen protector, what you want to do is you want to wet your fingers so you don't get your dust in your finger on the screen. There we go. And you want to spray the screen again. And the film itself. Really saturate it and make the installation so much easier. And carefully place it. And line up with the holes. And once it's set, you're going to spray the solution on the outside as well. And gently first tap. Just tack it like that. And again, make sure everything is centered. Okay, and once you think it's all centered, you're going to give firm press and you're going to squeeze the water out. Now once everything is pretty much tacked and it's not moving anymore, what you want to do is you want to grab your squeegee, put it into your microfiber towel and just wipe off the excess waters like that. And do be careful around these edges though, so that you don't lift them while you're doing this. And if my video is informative so far, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like and subscribe, and check out my other Subaru related videos, because whatever I've done to the car, I made a video of it. So from this point, if you want to, go ahead and cover the knobs. You do have a cutout here as well, so this shouldn't be too hard, so let's go ahead and put that as well. Alright, now let's move to the instrument panel. Well, I have it all installed, and I had to move the car into the garage because it started to rain while I was installing, and I had dinner while I moved it in. But I highly recommend getting the insurance set because I didn't think I was going to mess up, but I did on the instrument cluster. Now the infotainment screen is flat, so as long as you're careful lining it up, it's fairly easy. But the instrument cluster has a curve to it, so you really need to spray it down with solution and kind of have to stretch out the film while you're laying it. And be careful you don't crease the film. But it is doable, you just have to take your time with it. And if you see any micro bubbles or haziness in the film needs time to dry completely, so it'll go away in a few days. And I recommend leaving the window cracked open to vent. Now the fit is pretty good, and the film is really smooth to the touch, and it really does help with reducing fingerprints. But if you have slight OCD like me, the cutout could be a little better. But still, this is way better than all the scratches you're gonna get. And I'll leave the link to the product along with the discount code in the video description if you're interested in purchasing. And not only they make it for the Subaru, but pretty much all the cars on the road, so go check them out and see for yourself. And I want to thank Screen Protech for sending out their product for me to test, and thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, keep chasing adventures, and bye for now.